Alright, hello everyone. Um, so I'm back with part 9. I can't believe I've made it this far, but part 9 is here, and I'm gonna start. First I should say that I'm doing things a little bit differently. I want to try um, going through the pictures like because I feel like this might be faster if I go through the pictures like as I talk. So and then like if it's really interesting, I'll stop to talk about it a bit more because it's just these 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 videos they're just too long. They're way too long sometimes, and I timed it out because each in each video except for one, I've done about between like 150 and 160, like 4 is the most I've done so far, pictures. And that sounds like a lot, but the thing is, if I spent like 5 seconds on each picture instead of like really digging in and diving in and going for like talking for like 2 to like 10 minutes for each picture, um these videos could be like 30 minutes, 20 minutes long if I did, just a proper flip book of going through pictures where it's like 5 seconds per picture, you know. That's how it should be. I know some need a little bit more backstory, but even that should be briefer. When I was editing part 8, I was bothered by how much I talk. It's like, especially because all this stuff is going to be gone over. Like literally every point will be gone over better and in a more entertaining way. I would hope, when I'm actually playing. But I just, nostalgia washes over me, and I just want to talk about every little thing. Um, so I understand. I don't want to be too harsh on myself, and I'm trying not to be, but past me really screws over future me when it comes to editing, because I don't love to listen to that for so long. So I'm gonna try this and we'll see how it works. About 5 seconds per picture is what I'm aiming for, with a few exceptions. And maybe I shouldn't have said that's what I'm doing before I do it, because this could easily be such a failure. And I really do struggle to not talk and elaborate a lot. So I'm gonna try really hard now that I've said it. Of course, I guess I could just edit this plan out. In which case, uh, just I mean, you wouldn't have heard all that. So I'm gonna try, and thank you for sticking around and listening to all of this, and I guess I will start now. Okay, so again, we're gonna start with where I left off, which is with this picture of Hailey Kimbrell standing in front of this maroon car that matches her top, and she looks great, and she is the girlfriend of Chester Geikie, who in the last part I was saying I was having second thoughts about having her be the girlfriend of. Um, yeah. So I guess 5 seconds might be a little too short sometimes. Like like now, I need a little bit more time sometimes. So sometimes I'm going to uh, slow down a little bit. But I already said that, so okay. Okay, next picture. Okay, I already talked about all this. I already talked about Haley, and is this Haley though? I feel like Haley had brown hair. Well, I'm not sure if this is Haley, but I love the background in this picture. I love the background of all the houses and their cars in the driveway. But there's not much to say about this picture except that I'm less certain now that I'm more awake of who this is. I thought it was Haley Kimbrell, Chester Geiky's girlfriend in my game, but I'm thinking I feel like Haley had brown hair, weirdly brown hair. Um, I guess we can go to the next picture. Okay, yeah, I was saying in the last part about how I didn't understand why this picture of Maya's mom, Marnie, or that's not her name, Casey, Maya's mother, Maya's biological mother, Casey. I didn't understand why this picture was here. I guess maybe the next time I played the Sanchez's, maybe I took another picture of this, maybe. I don't know, but here it is again. Alright, next. And here it is again, a little bit further away. So I am gonna go through these. I wonder if this is after I bought them a new house and then I took pictures of it again in the new house. But I would have thought I would have taken a lot of pictures of the new house, because that is something that happens. The Sanchez's, they save up after Miguel and Jody Larson get married. They pull their funds together to buy a home, um, and move out of that little house Miguel was living in, or the little apartments that he was living in and that Jody was living in. They were living in separate apartments before they married. But I guess I don't know why this is here. But I also guess it's fine and I can move on. Okay, next. Oh, this is not an I remember doing this. This is as I said, Chester Geiky and Haley Kimbrell, but you see she does have brown hair here and it's a different haircut. Maybe these pictures aren't quite in order and I gave her a makeover and I darkened her hair and put it in the like the bobs, cuz this feels backwards. I mean, like, I not that I remember taking this picture at another time, just like the hairstyle thing. I wouldn't have made her hair long and brown. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But I do know that I had Chester date this woman, and I don't remember why I wanted him to break up with her, but I wanted him to break up with her. And I thought the best way to do that was get him flirting with Haley and then do that in front of her to make her stop liking him. And maybe that's why I didn't want Haley and Chester together, because I didn't make it a real love get together. It was more like I wanted him to stop dating this other apartment life sim, who's, as you can see, is clearly an apartment life sim by her outfit, the one who's sitting at the chess table looking upset. So I guess because I had Chester basically using Haley, it left a bad taste in my head and mouth, I guess, about their relationship and its like strength and sincerity and all that. So I don't know. We'll see what vibe I get when I start playing them again. Okay, but yes, that I explained. He did this flirting in front of his girlfriend on purpose, to break up, to break up with her. I did that, but yeah. Okay, next. Okay, so this is an overhead picture of Pleasant View, and I think it's Pleasant View. I'm pretty sure it's Pleasant View, and an overhead neighborhood view picture where, although no, I don't think this is a neighborhood view picture. Just like, I guess I meant to say an overhead view of the neighborhood, but it is not from neighborhood view. I don't think, because neighborhood view doesn't get this close, or maybe it does. But I'm thinking this is like I'm at someone's house and I just crane the camera up really high above. But it's possible that I just got in really low in neighborhood view. I'm not sure. But, I guess I'm not spending just 5 seconds on each picture. I just have too much to say. But I am going to try to be really mindful about keeping it down, the time I spend on each picture down. So, okay, because, yeah, that pink house is the broke house. I don't know. This is just, I think, I don't know if this was why I framed it this way, but this is what it is. I think I was taking a picture of just what felt like the poorer side of town. I think that's what this was supposed to be, because this is like the poorer neighborhood in the broader Pleasant View neighborhood. Yeah, okay, next. Yeah, and this is just another angle of the poor section of Pleasant View. Or the poorer, they're not like super poor, but they are more poor. Yeah, and in the back there, that's where I've got all even though they're built like individually and they like involve having land, which is like not something you really get as an apartment owner, that's an oxymoron, but as an apartment renter, you don't have land really, except for like shared communal land. But and in this game, if you have a lot, all of it is technically yours, but I think of it as still just an apartment. Those little boxy brick places, living quarters, those are, in my mind, those are apartments, and I charge an apartment fee for them, an apartment rate. You're renting when you live there. Unlike certain homes I designate as, homes that are something you have to pay a mortgage to eventually own, and then after that you just pay property tax. And that's how I play. But okay, moving on. Okay, another view of the like poorer half of town, or poorer 1/3 or 1/4 even of town. Next. That's the pool. Okay, I think this is actually just neighborhood view. I don't, clearly I'm not at someone's home. Um, at least I don't think so, but I'm pretty sure this is just the neighborhood camera, and this is as close as I could get with the neighborhood camera. And that's the pool hall, which I've barely visited. I think I visited maybe once, and it would be a great place, a great thing to go to a public pool for one of the poorer families, but I was doing so much with rules and figuring things out that I wasn't having time to play my poor families like that, because I play them on a rotation. So it's been a while since I've been able to even play my poor Sims, I think. Or it had been a while when I last played, since I'd played a poorer family, I think. Okay. Okay, so I just got really neighborhood view happy with these pictures. These are nice shots of all my houses in Pleasant View. So this is a great, this is a great time to employ that 5 seconds per picture thing. So let me do that. Um, yeah, these are all nice shots, and you can see just all through the neighborhood. This you can see which families have 2 cars, which families have no cars. Oh, you see that huge hill. Okay, good. Now we're at the Sarah. I don't remember their Hill. I think their names are Hill, Jill, and that can't be right. Jill and Sarah Hill. Jill Hill. I wouldn't have done that. I might have done that. I don't remember. What was their? I think I'm almost certain Hill is their last name, but I also feel kind of certain that Jill was the first name of one of them. I'm gonna say Sarah and what name did I use last time? Lisa? We'll just go with that. Sarah and Lisa Hill. So this is Sarah and Lisa Hill. They're married wives, and yeah, this is them in one of the small little apartments, probably in the back of the neighborhood. I like definitely actually in the back of the neighborhood. Um, yeah. Uh, and they're just here sleeping, and it's a very cute picture. I'm I'm impressed that I got the camera at this angle. Yeah. Next. Okay. Now we're at my. Oh, good. I did take pictures of it. So, I explained. I wish I had, I don't know, written down some like highlights of each part, because now I'll never remember. But at some part in the past, I showed my first iteration of the Paradise Spa, and then I explained that it was like I intentionally built it on the beach because I wanted a like community lot where Sims could go to the beach. But building it on the beach meant it was inaccessible from the road because the incline was just too steep, or more like the decline. I mean, it depends on where you're standing, I guess. But yeah, it was you couldn't get to the front door from the street. Um, so I was so proud of it, but then I'm like, I have to redo it now because it's it's um it's not usable. So I did redo it, and wouldn't you know, the second version is like so much better, and that is what you're looking at now. This is the second version. This is Paradise Spa 2.0. I wish I could put the old and new side by side, because I love Paradise Spa 2.0, especially compared to what it once was. It's like so much nicer, this version. So you can see to the right is the salon. It's got a bunch of salon chairs with like almost creepily game generated um, staff for each chair, a hairdresser for each chair, and it's and um and and then you can see you know what I'm gonna do actually? I'm gonna just This will be another section where I let each picture just go for 5 seconds, because I feel like this is a perfect example of a place where I probably took a lot of pictures. Um, okay, so you can see the hairdresser area, as I said, to the right, and in this picture you can see a better view of the hairdressers. And in this one you can see this is I'm going to pause periodically to elaborate, but you can see this is the massage place, and I built a massage place in the spa, and because that totally fits. And the thing about this lot is cause I didn't even really know that certain items generate uh like NPCs to attend to them. So like the massage tables, if you put them on a community lot, will generate an NPC, and so will the 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 hairdresser chairs, uh, and the like obviously the cash registers, um, and then with there's some spiral stairs you can see, and upstairs is like a restaurant. That was the first restaurant I ever built in the whole game, and you know, with that, the what do you call that thing? The hostess desk that will generate a hostess, and those ovens will generate the chefs, and then the waiters and waitresses are also generated by, I guess, the hostess. I wonder what generates them. Maybe the what do you call it? Maybe the ovens. Whatever. The point is that I think the game, I don't know, maybe gets a little bit overwhelmed when it has to generate this many Sims. And so like the times I've been to the Paradise Spa, there's always a couple, like one or two. There's these chairs have a name, but I can't think of the name. But the haircut chairs. That's not the right name. But the haircut chairs, the stylish chairs, they there's always one or two that don't generate a person. Um, but yeah, the rest do, and it's a little bit creepy the way they're all like just standing there so still. But that's how it is, I guess. But yeah, so as I was saying, this is the space to get a massage, and I've yet to actually have a sim do that. But it's such a nice space. But let me go back to just talking over the pictures. Um, and so, okay, so here you can see this is the restaurant. That's upstairs. That's where the spiral staircase leads. Spiral staircase is great. And, oh, that picture, I'm going to linger. Um, this picture, well, in this picture you can see the walkway to the front door better, but also you can see that there are plenty of seating options upstairs in this restaurant. I tried to truly make like every kind of seating table arrangement, and yeah, it's a lot. It feels weird. It's probably not the best design, but this is what I came up with, um, and I like it. It's pretty good. Uh, so like the bigger tables are kind of in the back, and then the like more intimate tables are more at the front. And so yeah, it looks like the it is that specific that stove that generates the waiters, the wait staff, because I put two stoves or ovens in, and each one generated a chef, and each of those generated a waiter, specifically waitress. And yeah, so I wonder what would happen if you put the hostess booth, but no, like, what do you call it? No oven, no stove. What happens then? I'm sure someone's done that. I've got to try that just to see. Okay, I'm gonna go on to the next picture. Oh, okay, we're out of that. So this is gonna be a lot of back and forth maybe. So now we're back to the Hill family, and they are cuddled in bed still, and there is a grave in the front of their lawn. Oh, I think that grave might just be the tombstone of life and death. So not like a real one for a person. Because like every family in my game has the tombstone of L&D, and that Sim Modder baby, and like basically all of them have the elixir of life. thing too, because I always use it to age them all appropriately, which again when I play I will explain in detail, but not right now. Oh cool, and this is a picture of just the night sky, which I guess I got by tilting the camera all the way to the sky. Oh, of course. Um, and it's a really nice picture. I like it a lot. Okay, next. And another picture of it, but now I see the floor, so to speak, of where we are is not someone's home, but of one of the clubs. Let's move on to see. Oh no, this is just another picture of the sky, the beautiful night sky. I forgot there were stars in the sky. Okay. Oh, this is von Strasser. See how unique his face is? Isn't it beautiful? Who is this group? I see it's got what's her face, the Lothario woman, and I can't quite. Oh, these are Jill and Lisa's people. I guess what's his name, Von Strasser was just there, and I just was like, I just took a picture of him randomly because he happened to be in the club, but he's not a part of the group, I don't think. But yeah, it's this. So we are still with the Hill family, but it's Jill and Lothario, lady whose first name I forget, and oh, Gina Lothario. I believe her name is Gina. Okay, and in this picture you can see a little bit closer, a closer shot of them, of who, like the blue plumb bob tells us they're in a group together. I'm gonna just go through these again. Yeah, so I can't see who the third person is in their group though, and I guess they're talking about film. But okay, now we'll never know who the third person in the group was. But I see in this picture, that's who. This is weird. This is, oh man, these pictures are all over the place. They're not like, they're like from the same like day, I guess, of gameplay, but they're like in a weird order. Okay, so this again, I think they're at the spa. And it's, but I guess maybe they are in order because it's daytime in this picture at the spa now. So I don't know, but it looks like the one of the wives is driving, and in the back is Eddie Guerrero. So I guess she's here with her friend, and if he's sitting in the back, there's, I don't know, it's probably a whole group of people. So maybe they took a group to the spa. There's only one way to find out. Yeah, okay, so it's Lisa and a woman in the back I can't make out. Oh, and Lothario, Gina Lothario is next to the car, so I guess she's part of the group? I don't know, she doesn't have a blue plumb bob over her head. Okay, next. Oh, okay, so we're out of that, and now we're, this guy with weird red hair is here. I don't know who he is or what this is supposed to be, but next, I don't know, this is a picture of that hill on, or in Pleasant View, and there are even houses on the hill up there, because there's road up there, and where there's road, you can build. And so next, okay, so now, I guess this is just like the friends and the social life of the Hill family, of the Hill wives, because these pictures seem to all be around them, based around them, and involving them. So I guess these are some of their friends. So that's nice, because that, you know, that the other Sims are being involved, like Eddie Guerrero. I didn't realize or I had forgotten that he was friends with anyone. So I guess he's one of their friends. And so the wives are out partying, and I vaguely do remember this. Not partying, but socializing, and I vaguely am now remembering they had a bit of a social life before they got their stuff together and bought their first home. And so this is them just sort of living life and having fun, and me exploring downtown stuff through them. And here they're just playing poker. And again, I'm gonna go through these because I'm fearing it's gonna be a lot of pictures like this again. So I'm sort of just gonna let them play while I talk. And I see that the mom, Steve Cook's mom, my character Steve Cook's mom is in the group, or she's at the table. I don't know if she's in their group, but she's there, and they're all just playing poker, and there's the bartender in the background looking at them. That picture looks so real. And I don't know, I have a thing about taking shots of them playing poker from all angles possible. Um, but yeah, so that's what this is. Oh, there's someone doing karaoke. Okay, now they're back home. Oh wow, what a jump. So they're not just back home, they're in their home, their first ever home, which I remember I made this from scratch. Did I make this from scratch? I think I did. I'm sure I did. This is, and I think I called it the starter home because it's a one level home, and it has two bedrooms and one bathroom, and it's very simple, and it has a foundation. Um, and I believe I actually named it the starter home, and it's a nice little place to start. And I'm thinking now, older me is like, it's not, it's not great to call it a starter home just because, one person's starter home is a poorer family's forever home. So, but I did initially create this with the idea that it was a starter home, and Sims' ability to rise up in wealth and ranks, it's a little different than real life. Although with all of the rules and fees I have in my game, it might be equally difficult actually, because like tuition for school is exorbitant, just like it is for real for my life or our lives. Well, if you're American, so it might actually. I haven't like played a life span of for anyone, so I don't know if the costs for everything is gonna be a real hindrance. Cause Sims come into money sometimes really easily. So I don't know if it's gonna be a real hindrance to the point where it's unrealistic, or if it's gonna be fine and it'll just re- sort of reflect how real life is in a capitalist country where it's easy to maintain your wealth when you're wealthy, and it's hard to rise into wealth when you're not wealthy, like, say, when you're a Livingston. Um, they're a poor family, or versus a Goth who are already very wealthy. But anyway, I see that I brought the Murphy bed to the new home. I forgot I'd done that. I really do get very realistic about funds. I don't cheat funds into their family account anymore. I mean, I didn't really ever do that because that would take away the challenge. But um, sometimes, I don't know why I said anymore, because I was actually very strict about not cheating in funds, like from day one, from like 2005, 6, when whatever year I started playing. I was always like, I'm never gonna use Kaching unless like I really, really have to, like when I wanna. Well, I won't get into that, but yeah. So this is their home. This is their first and maybe final home. We'll see. But yeah, it's so empty, and I guess that's because they didn't have money yet. I don't know. Maybe the next picture it'll be totally decked out. But I was really realistic about funds, and I I'm thinking they didn't have enough money yet to buy certain things, which is why they even have like they had to have the same bed, their Murphy bed, in their new place. But okay. Okay, so this is just more of like a close up of them sleeping in bed. It has a real, genuine, as someone who moved kind of recently, that, except for the lack of boxes all over the hallway, it has a feel of being genuine, of being real, I should say. Um, just the emptiness of the place, except again for the lack of boxes, it feels kind of very relatable. It triggers a memory for me. Okay, but okay, so I don't know who this is. Some guy with glasses. There's so many creative Simpsons I do not remember. I'm trying to really yank my brain to remember, but I don't. Okay, but okay, I know who this is. This is Della Rosa. This is Florence. Florence Della Rosa looks like eating mac and cheese. And her, oh my gosh, it is Blue Water Village, right? Yeah, the Blue Water Village homes are incredible. They're so big and they're gorgeous. And Della Rosa's, I always just want to call her by her last name. But Florence's is like one of the most beautiful homes in the game, or at least in Blue Water Village. I would say in the game. Top 5, easy. But there she is, and oh, I bought her a puppy. I didn't know what to do with her, and it felt wrong to just like give her a family and like give her a love interest. It didn't. I didn't get a vibe like she wanted one. Like that literally might not have been one of her wants, but I did. I think she did want a pet, so I gave her a pet, and here she is. Um, and it's a okay. So I think it's a cat because there's a scratching post. Um, yeah, I love her home, and I I respect her choices. I don't know. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with her in the long run. But yeah, again, another angle. You can see her flower shop section in the background. I feel like I need to give her like a child though, because who's gonna take over the Della Rosa home and its business? That's part of why I wanted to actually pursue a child, or a romance for her to get a child out of it. Maybe there could even be a storyline with her where she only wants a child, but the natural way, and she wants it without the man. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with her and her business, but okay. Oh, see, this just captures it perfectly. This is my Nina Caliente. Post baby, post or she's a new mother, I'm pretty sure. Um this is what I made her over into. This is her everyday outfit as a military woman. That's her career, is the military, because she's a badass and she had that badass vibe. And so she's in the military career, and she's dressed like this, and I love it for her. She's really beautiful. She, to me, looks like a model. And so yeah, I like, it's so much nicer. Although you see, I didn't even give the red hairstyle a try, so it's very possible that in the same outfit with the red hair, she would look just as stunning. But I'm gonna like make a note to check, because you know, because I've seen some versions of her, of Nina, in other people's games with red hair that is, they look nice. So, that it's not out of the realm of possibility. It's certainly not out of the realm of sim possibility that she would have red hair. But I just, for now, or last I played, I really loved the dark hair on her. I'm curious to know what people interpret this look as, because to me this is stunning. This is the best look on Nina, but I feel like many people would disagree. Um, but yeah, let me know. And I'm noticing the street light is on in the background, and you can actually see the light emanating from it, which is pretty cool. But I think I was just out with a different sim, playing a different family, and I just saw Nina walking by looking radiant, and so I took a picture of her because it's like it captured perfectly. I felt like this captured perfectly how I saw her, which was as stunning in the outfit I chose, very simple, and the hairstyle I chose also simple, and just she looks like a model to me. Cartoon though she may be, she does. Okay, moving on. Okay, further away from it. Okay, so who am I controlling? I see there's a green plum bob, and I can't tell who that is. They have a red shirt on. I don't know who I'm playing, but maybe the next picture? Nope, not at all. Now we're here with the Jaquette family, and I messed up. That was not Jean Jaquette. That's his dad, I'm pretty sure. I never even looked into that, but I remembered only after the fact that his name is Gilbert. And so here's Gilbert with his and Brandy's adorable little son, and he's teaching him how to walk. So that is what these pictures are, which I will go through and talk. And yeah, this is really cute. And oh, you see, I was really clearly getting very tired of the blue for boys high chair, because again I went and got the cowhide print high chair for our little Anton. I do remember his name. It's Anton, and I got that because I looked in Brandy's heritage, into her family tree, and I think one of her ancestors' names was like Simovich, which I just interpreted to be Russian, and I thought Anton is a Russian name, so I named their baby Anton, and that feels right. So his names, they I felt they should highlight both of his heritage is. That sounds weird, but he has multiple. He's French on his dad's side and Russian on his mother's side. That feels right. Um, but yeah, okay. Okay, so this is a picture, a really overhead picture, from like opposite of the others, from like the highest I could possibly get with the neighborhood camera, and it like takes in, or it captures, like not even the whole neighborhood, but a good chunk of it. Okay, and okay, we're with the Winds again, and they are eating salad, and I'm pretty sure this is after their eldest Jeff has gone to college. And I wonder where baby what's her face is, where baby, I don't think I had changed her name last I played, so her name is still Winnie, named after Ginny, because she is the last girl, just like Ginny Weasley was. But I am probably gonna change it because Winnie Win feels like a silly name, but maybe like the more time that's passed, the more I'm like, maybe that's fine. I mean, Sims certainly wouldn't care. They don't. I mean, I don't need to even explain why they don't care what their names are, but I don't know. I guess it's all a matter of, do I care? And I'm caring less and less. Winnie is such a cute name, so I don't know. We'll see. But okay, so there's another family with the cowhide chair, because Blue for Boys just gets so boring. It's really the only option unless you do CC, which I don't do. I'm just gonna go through these. The boys are just eating their salad and talking about clouds and talking about sun and weather, I guess, in general. And they are really wolfing down that salad. But moving on. Okay. We are again at the, well, we haven't been here in this part, but we're at the, what family is this? The Croft family. This is the family that I modeled after Colette Butler, the real life Colette Butler. I mean, it's not accurate. Like, the one who is blonde is supposed to be Kaylee, and real life Kaylee, her sister, is not blonde, but it's fine. It's good. The less accurate, the better, quite frankly, because I'm still feeling funny about even putting them in the game. I mean, at the time it felt just fine, but that was about 5 years ago, so. So that is Kaylee. The blonde is Kaylee. The one who's a young adult in college, who I think is visiting, I guess, is Candace, and then the one in pink sitting. The one in pink is Colette, and she has a pimple on her forehead, and does kind of look like her, which, I mean, it was meant to, so yeah. Okay. Okay, so here is my Nina again, and she's about to brush her teeth, it looks like. Oh, and she is a mom now, because that's what that little potty chair. Oh my gosh, I don't know why that is so. I can't wait to go back to play her. That was so fun. And she was like, I want to see her be a mother. I don't think I did many mothering things with her before I stopped playing. So that'll be great to go back to. And this is an extreme close-up of her putting toothpaste on, but you can't see as much. But there's the elixir of life. I need to do a better job putting those in I don't know, better places, because they're kind of intrusive. Okay, now we are with what is this family called? I haven't shown them at all or seen them at all. What are they called? The Kim family. Wow, their house is so, well, I can't see all of their house, but this room is so dope. I love this room. It has everything that came with, what expansion pack did the Kims come with? I don't know, but whatever it was, it added all of this space theme stuff, and it has everything they threw in there, every space themed piece of furniture that was available, because this is gorgeous in a way that it's cool gorgeous. It's I love this. This is where I'm gonna have to really just do 5 seconds at a time, because I know and I remember I took a lot of pictures of this family. like a crazy amount. So here we go, blasting off. What an appropriate language. Okay, I'll pause sometimes. Like, okay. So I want to pause already just to say I love the view from the window. Alright, moving on. So the way I played the Kims, though, this picture is really bright. It looks like, speaking of blast off, that's kind of looks like a spaceship is launching from their home with that brightness. Okay, so Papa Kim, his first name I don't remember, is reading to his son. And at first this family was pretty boring, but I used their bios. Oh my gosh, this room is so nice. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, now this is they're on their own bed in their own room. And I did some serious renovations to their house. Not I haven't seen pictures of that yet, but so I was inspired by their story, the bio of them being former actors. So first I gave them acting money because they didn't have acting money. They had a beautiful home, but like actors would have quite a bit of money, right? So I gave them an actor's savings. And I had a thing where they were feeling sad. Oh, look at that. Look, I do love their home. Oh, she's pregnant? Is she pregnant? She's pregnant the natural way, but in my game, I had her be pregnant via IVF because, like, they specifically wanted a girl. And it's like, if you want a specific gender, if a couple wants a specific gender or woman, because sometimes single women can do this, uh, then they have to pay $10,000, and former actors would have that. And finally, with my messing around, I'm gonna pause with them in the kitchen. Um, okay, so what I wanted to say was, I wanted to explain their story a little bit, and the pictures are going by a little bit too quickly. So I just wanted to say that, okay, so I gave them the money, yeah, the acting, a small fortune from their acting days, and it just reminded me of this new rule I made about how Sims can become published authors, and it's elaborate but not elaborate. It's like really logical. I'll get into that when I start playing though. But that's a new path she's on that I hadn't, like, I started her on the path to becoming an author, but I didn't make all the rules until kind of recently. I thought of them. By recently I mean like 6 months ago when I was considering playing Sims again. But okay, so just kind of quickly, if I can ever be quick, um, they wanted a daughter specifically because they have a son already, Justin. His name I remember. Um, and so I had them do the IVF route, which is $10,000, and you can choose the gender of your kid. And then what? What was I gonna say? Some other point. Oh, okay. I was saying, so I added a thing. Well, first I want to say they were like kind of boring to play. I wasn't really looking forward to playing them, and then I added on to the story EA/Maxis gave them, and I made them. I already said that part where I gave them the money, but then also I had the thing where because they were working so hard as actors, they didn't get to spend that much time with their kid, with Justin, so they really regretted that, which is part of why they wanted to have another child and also make up for all the lost time with Justin and be the best parents to their 13-year-old that they could be by kind of no, he's not 13 when I started. He's like, I'm pretty sure he's like 11 or 12. But anyway, so, and that's why they wanted to, like, do it again with another kid, but not, like, in a way where they're, like, forgetting about Justin. They just also wanted another kid. So, to be present parents with their next child is their plan. Last I left it, that was their plan. Um, and again, I really freaking love their house. So unique, like compared to every house in this neighborhood. And they are such a sweet couple, really in love, and they're really good parents now that they can be home and being retired actors. I forgot what I had the husband doing, but again, I had the wife on an author path, and yeah. Oh, and I think it was this family, and then like also the Goff family that had me thinking of a way to preserve their fortune, because it's like, how do you keep your fortune if you're giving $50,000 to your sister to start your niece's college fund, which is what Dina Caliente did when, Nina was pregnant. And then the Goff family, plus like paying Alexander's tuition, it was dwindling, not dwindling, but it was getting less and less. It was decreasing. And so I'm like, but wealthy people, that's like, they don't like lose half their fortune from paying for college, right? So how do they maintain their money? They invest. So I created a stock market for my Sims, and that's how the wealthy will stay wealthy. Or the, or if the plot, uh, what am I saying? If the plot calls for it, they could lose all of their money in the stock market. Not all of it, unless they invest all of it, then theoretically yes, all of it. But that's not been a plot yet, so. Okay, back to the slideshow. So here they are in the kitchen. Beautiful kitchen. Beautiful couple. Beautiful dogs that you can't. They've just kind of been in the background though. I haven't really seen them. Oh, he's playing like peekaboo with the baby. Uh, um. No, they have a dog and a cat, not just dogs. They have that Dalmatian, and they have oh, he's serenading her. That's cute. But yeah, they have the Dalmatian, and I think they also have a cat, because I'm seeing a cat thing. It's been a while, so I don't remember their pets like that. I do remember the Dalmatian. I don't remember what their cat looks like, though. But I do remember that I loved this home. It's really nice. There he is. Not serenading her, uh, he's Morticia kissing her. He's Gomez and Morticia kissing her, and then another interaction with the baby. I like their windows. They're very like submarine windows. Like, do they call those portholes? I don't know. Maybe I made that up. I think she's getting her second baby bump there. Oh, I think that's the headmaster. Oh, I feel like this was actually the family where I learned about that not cheat, but that like that little hack where you can convince the what's his face. You can get a really high tour score if you put like expensive objects in the rooms you show. A lot of pictures of them just eating burgers. That would be a crazy thing to serve the headmaster. I should make a restaurant where you can buy like really nice food to serve, like for occasions like this, to serve a headmaster, because neither of them cook very well. But I think Justin got into private school. There was no conclusion to that, and I don't really remember, but I'm guessing he probably got in. It looked like they were having a bit of an argument, but I can't tell what that interaction was. Partly because I'm only half paying attention and half looking at the background. Well, that's a sweet interaction. Baby, the husband's acknowledging the baby in the ways they can. Those are always like really nice interactions. Oh, there's the dog. There's the Dalmatian. I'm almost 100% back to good health, but I still have a bit of the sniffles. Uh, Man, I took a lot of pictures of the family, and I knew I did. I remembered this was like a big chunk of the photos in my album. And there's that bust of a woman in their I don't know, foyer. It doesn't fit in though with the aesthetic of the house. So they remodeled and built a room for their daughter to be, who the last checkup, or the last, what do you call those, the last I don't know. Oh, and I built a bathroom for them that has a similar design to the one that came with the house, and there you can see it better. I love that. Little gross that the toilet part is with the tub. That wouldn't be good in a real home. I think I was saying their last like neonatal appointment. She had a baby, their daughter. Her last neonatal appointment, I was saying, went well, so they know they're having a healthy girl. And yes, there she is. And there's the memory of it forming. And that doggy bed is dirty. Oh, that's cute. It's cute the baby's looking at her mom, even though she's in the dad's arms. And there's the dad washing the pup. Where's Justin? I haven't seen him in so long. They're like, none of these pictures have Justin in them. That's a cute overhead picture of them cuddling. But look at those elixirs of life. Yeah, every family gets them, because every family needs them. They are vital to how I play. It is so retro and weird. Oh, there's Justin. Yes, he did get into the private school, of course. That's a nice TV. But yeah, this family became really fun to play because of the way I started to see them. And she may be an actress, but she's not afraid to get her hands dirty and unclog that toilet. Oh, this is the downstairs toilet, I can tell. Because, yeah, the upstairs one has a pretty unique design, but it's different, but it fits right in. I did a good job in that way. Oh, Dad's changing. I don't remember their daughter's name, but she has a nice bedroom, and oh, I love this room. I love their house. It's so great. And I love the view from their house. It's like, that is awesome. And it's funny, like, the memories flooding back. It's like one of my favorite families now. And they started out, I was like so reluctant to even play them at first. They were so boring to me. No, there she is. What's her name though? Justin Kim and Annabelle Kim? No. Not Athena. I always think everyone's Athena. Allison? I don't remember. I feel like it's an A name. Oh, that's a picture of under the crib. I was really getting experimental with those pictures. Oh, there's Justin again, finally. I love the way kids sleep. So, like, relaxed and just, like, Oh, that's so nice with the walls up. Oh, that room is just so great. Okay, so it's rain. There's snowing. Why is the the piano out there? Was it always out there? Did I add that because I wanted him to have music skills? Maybe, because I don't think it came with a piano. That's a weird place for a piano. Oh, I love the view from their house. It's so nice. And oh, there she is working on her book. And look at that view, though. There's the baby. Pretty sure she becomes a toddler. And then that's where I left her, is as a toddler. I just realized the mom is not in the clothes the game originally put her in. There she is. Yep, she aged into a toddler. And okay, I can tell she's gonna look like her dad. She totally has her dad's face already. She's so cute. I love that Sims do genetics, and I love how they do it. Oh, cool. That's so cool. A picture of him taking a picture of them, and then I think that's the picture of them, which is ridiculous. It should be much better than that, but I don't actually know if that picture ever came out good or not. Oh, that's nice. Justin interacting with his sister. She just has her dad's face just plastered on a toddler, and it's a little bit strange looking, to be honest. But yeah, what are they? Oh, those must be pork chops. Aw, Justin's playing with his baby sister. I wonder what she's gonna look like when she's older. Her face is so kind of looks like an adult face. Is I guess what I was getting at. It looks like an adult face on a toddler body. And I think it's her dad's face. I love when the kids sleep and the dog was I remember this. I remember the dog came up to go to sleep and then I think it's a girl dog. She was like, why is this little kid in my bed? And then I put a doggy bed in her room so she could, there it is. That's what I did. Because the dog needed a place to sleep. That wasn't the floor. There's something so, like, I don't know, maybe it was because it was one of the most recent, oh, good, okay, this is such a close-up. I like that I changed her out of the clothes for something warmer for the colder weather. Or out of the dress, out of the clothes, out of the dress. But what was I gonna say about... Oh, how homey this feels. It just feels so... It's like, I don't know, something about their home. It's like, it's really comfortable. It's like I'm revisiting a place I was actually in and like rested in, which is bizarre because I've never been in a home that looked quite like this. But it's so like familiar. That girl's face is so serious. But yeah. Oh, it's Christmas time. I love putting a Christmas tree and like figuring out where to put it and like yeah, I love putting up the Christmas tree in anyone's home. I hate that it can catch fire if you leave it on though. But oh yes, they would be a family that would have that reindeer, the light up reindeer, Rudolph, because the nose is red. Man, they need someone to pull those weeds though and trim that hedge. Okay, so we're out of there. And finally, I think I can be done now. I think that was a good place to end it because we're I mean, it went faster than I hoped, or it went faster than, because this is the most pictures I've ever done. This is like 200 pictures, over 200 pictures actually. So, but that was record time for the amount of pictures because I did the 5-second slideshow setting. That's why. So that was good. That was great. Um, so thank you for being here at part 9, and I hope you can join me for part 10. So I will see you at part 10. Thank you for being here. I think I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to try. I'm gonna try to try this again. I like the slideshow setting. When there isn't too much to talk about, and there should never be for the picture show, right? Because the real talking should come during the gameplay. But alright, so thank you for sitting through this, and I'll see you at the next part. Bye bye.